Hi, this is Shannon
and Joy.
Welcome to Macke, Satin and Shimmer, Inside the World of Beauty. Today is episode number 10.
Woohoo! Double digits!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. And actually, I just want to take a quick second to thank everybody for supporting us. Our numbers have just absolutely exploded, and we are very excited to be doing this for you. So thanks for the support.
But we aren't hearing from you. Have we gotten any reviews yet?
We haven't.
Why aren't you reviewing us?
Yes.
I mean, good reviews, please.
Tag us.
We're doing the best we can. We love you. If you're listening to us, you didn't see that I just gave the cheesiest little
The cheesiest I love you. Yeah, and we also want to know what you want to hear about. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
We're kind of brainstorming going, okay, we could do the traditional things that everybody talks about, or we can actually listen to what do you want?
Absolutely. And we have lots of awesome stuff coming your way, too. So, yep.
I was the one who was like, I don't want to be on camera. Now I'm cheesing it up.
We got to have lots of fun. I mean, come on. So today I'm going to talk about some new products that I picked up at the supply store. And so these products are things that you will be able to find in a salon. Usually only in the salon, although some of them are found in drugstores and stuff like that. Which brings up a little bit of a topic I could talk about.
Yeah. I know the topic.
Yeah, diversion.
Diversion.
Yeah. So salon brand products like Kenra, Redken, Alterna, Tigi, all of those type of things are meant to be bought in a salon, and that's where you're going to find your highest quality. Quite honestly, when you buy them in a drugstore, they're not going to be cheaper than you would get them in a salon. And the salon guarantees the quality, whereas if you buy those things in a drugstore or, or whatever, a big box store, it's called diversion. And those things are being sold to the bigger stores unwillingly, basically, and the quality
the brands don't want it.
Right. The brands are fighting it very hard.
So there are some brands I feel that must opt in, because I feel Bumble and Bumble is all over Target now. You used to not be able to find Bumble and Bumble anywhere, and it was statusy, and they wanted to keep it that way, and then all of a sudden they're oh no, more is more, and now they're in every Target.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah, and it's a pretty expensive product too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for
but
sure.
Yeah, it's not it's exclusive, because you're I got it at Target,
Right. That changes my whole view of them. Wow.
Oh, I had an interview with them once.
You did?
Can I tell you about this?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's talk about it.
We didn't even plan this. Okay, so they sought me out. I don't even know how they found me. I must have had my resume, and I had been a brand rep. So they were looking for somebody as a sales rep to go into various salons and stuff. And I have a theater degree, and two of the people who were doing the interviews, and these were phone interviews to begin with, because they were out of the home office in New York. They were oh, we have a theater degree too. So we kind of related to that, and I was yeah, I barely took part in it, but okay. Sure. But here's what stands out about the interview to me. So they're okay, so, gauging my interest, and I was I'm totally interested. At the time, I was Chanel makeup artist and not doing much on the side, and I think I was going to school again. I was, I don't know, I was a little lost, but
trying to find yourself.
I was 32. I should have known who I was at that point, but I was trying to make ends meet as a single lady.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm yeah, get me out of retail, please. Get me out of Lord & Taylor. Oh my God, yes.
Yep.
I should have just gone freelance completely at that point.
Yeah.
But my hourly wasn't bad for retail. Anyhow, so I'm interviewing with them, and then they called, they do, after the exploratory interview, they did a second interview. Well, in the second interview, they gave me gotcha questions, right? Where, you're used to, the typical interview questions that you're tell us about a time where you had a customer that said no, and how did you turn that into a yes? If you're doing sales, that kind of thing, right? Or tell us about why you are going to be right for a sales position, or what makes you better at sales, or that kind of thing. Why are you a good fit for Bumble and Bumble? But then they threw me off, and I can think on my feet, but this one, I don't know why. It was whoosh. I'm obsessed with magazines at the time, because it was before everybody had their phone in their hands all the time. I subscribed to 5 magazines. Plus, I would buy everything, like everything off the rack. I knew everything fashion-wise. Did it all come out of, like, could I afford it? No. Did I wear it? No. But was I fashionable in my own way? I like to think so.
Yeah.
I, have always sort of, since, I was probably 15, I sort of considered myself part of more of a counterculture, though, as far as fashion went, and I wasn't super mainstream, and I was more into, like, alternative culture, but I wasn't, like, gothic or something. Just more like kind of an indie rocker kind of mentality where it was just like, you can get that stuff at thrift stores. You can, like, you don't have to wear, Chanel or Valentino or Marc Jacobs or whatever. Like, you can put together stuff and make it look. Yeah. You're the one who's the innovator.
And hello.
That was Shannon's phone. Ding dong. Okay, so the gotcha question was, so what kind of brands do people that you know like to wear?
Oh.
And I was sort of taken aback at first. And I was like, well, I mean, I don't know that a lot of the people I know wear, like, super high-end fashions. I mean, maybe, like, at the time I was like, I don't know, like, high-end jeans are really popular now, like 7 for All Mankind. It was, like, 2002 or something. I was like, I know people that really like Marc Jacobs. Blank. There was just, like, tumbleweed floating through my brain.
No.
I couldn't think of any other high-end brands. And I'm like, dude, I work in a cosmetics store. All I have to do is think, I work for Chanel. Chanel is a high-end brand. They have Christian Dior. Dior is a high-end brand of clothing, too. Like, why didn't I say that? I don't know. I couldn't think of anything. I was like, I don't know. I can't think of any brands. I don't know. And I'm like, oh, my God. They think that I don't know anything about fashion. And I'm like, friggin' historian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like a fashion nerd. You kidding me? I used to watch House of Style with Cindy Crawford and Todd Oldham. No! So, yeah, that was crap. And then I started, like, over-explaining that I felt like, well, maybe my style was more like Nylon magazine than Vogue. And they wanted somebody who thought that they dressed straight out of Vogue.
So, that is fascinating. Well, they're
Bumble and
lost,
Bumble.
I
I'm
don't
like,
have to say.
you're in Ohio. You don't
Right?
show up in Vogue suits to a salon. Are you kidding me?
Bumble and Bumble, I'm sorry, but you're now in Target, so take that.
That's what I'm saying. You thought
saying.
you were all of that. Mm-hmm.
Even though we love Target, I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Not that elite.
Yeah. I'm not paying, $40 for one hair care product, though.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
So that's
I would
my
rather
Bumble
have a
story. We weren't
whole
even
bunch.
planning that. Oh, I hijacked it again.
Oh, but you know what? That's what makes it fun. All right, so let's get to this. So I was super excited when looking at curling irons and stuff. They had this displayed right beside, like, the flat irons and all that jazz. Pillow proof.
Never heard of it.
Blow dry primer. It's called Base Express. Basically what happens is you spray this on your hair and it helps you blow dry faster, and it also protects your hair from the heat. And this time of year, it's sort of like a oil base. You have to shake it up to use it.
Like dehumidifier kind of thing?
Yeah. Yep. It'll help your hair to be less frizzy and everything. So I haven't actually got the chance to use it because I only wash my hair like twice a week. So I will let you know how that works once I use it. But it's super cute. It's pink.
Okay, so here's something I'm noticing. I'm, like, checking out the ingredients. There's a lot of long words, but what I like is that it's not like dimethicone, cyclopentacone, cone, which means we're going to coat your hair with a bunch of silicone, and you're going to go, oh, it's so smooth. It feels great. Oh, my gosh.
It's like a
This
Band-Aid
is
for the hair.
amazing. Yeah, oh, my gosh. I've never had my hair feel so soft. And you're like, you're paying, $20 for a Redken product, but there's like 12 John Frieda products for like $7. You can get to do the same thing.
Right on.
I like that one of the ingredients is glycerin, and while it's an inexpensive product, it is hydrating. So this is not going to dry your hair out. I like.
Look at you. You're all about the ingredients, and I love
I'm a
that.
big ingredients
I love that you pay attention to that.
So.
Because I don't.
Most hair people don't.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, does this have silicone in it? I'm not opposed to it. I just don't want it to be like, that's what's making your hair feel so amazing. I'm like,
right.
yeah, I mean, I can coat my hair with silicone, sure.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't really heal it or help it, really. It's just sort of like a Band-Aid. When you wash it out, it's gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Good to know. What does it say? Pillow proof.
Pillow Proof Blow Dry Express Primer. There you go.
Boom.
Let's try it and
Do
see
you know
what
what the price
happens.
was?
$11. Ooh, for me, it was $11.
So that probably means about 18 retail.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, something.
Usually
like
it's
that.
like 40 to 50% off, so it's probably under 20.
Yeah. So, okay, this is something that I've used quite a bit lately, and it's not sulfate-free.
So tell people who are
But-
just listening to us what you're holding up.
Okay, so this is Redken Diamond Oil High Shine Shampoo. They have two different Diamond Oil shampoos. Sorry, I can't seem to get that up there right. But, okay, so one of them is High Shine, and it has sort of like this very fine textured
Ooh,
glittery.
yeah, it's flex.
Isn't it great? I love how shiny it makes my hair.
Well, I also love that it's not like collecting in the bottom. It seems to be evenly dispersed out through the product.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be settling. That's really cool.
Oh, yeah. I love the smell of it. It smells wonderful. It's
It
not
does
overly
have something
drying.
I won't use, though.
It does.
Yes, it's the number 2 ingredient. Makes your hair nice and sudsy. Sodium lauryl sulfate.
Right, which is not good for you.
So can I talk for just
Go
a
for
second
it,
about
please
sodium
do.
lauryl sulfate? Because I've mentioned this a couple different times and never really go into it. And then I was like, wait, do I remember why I don't like it? So I try to avoid it, not only because this is not my natural hair color and it will dry you out, which is a good enough reason in and of itself. If you see something that says sulfate-free or salt-free, that's why. It's because it is a little bit more harsh. It's more sudsy, so you get that really rejuvenating sudsy payoff that you like when you wash your hair. Sometimes the ones without sodium lauryl sulfate don't get quite as sudsy, but there are really good alternatives to it now, so I think it's unnecessary. But what I don't like is that there was a study done in the last couple years, and it's a very reputable study. If I could quote where it was from, I would be a lot more reputable myself. I cannot. Google it, but you Google it, you'll know what I'm talking about. That sodium lauryl sulfate, if not rinsed out completely, is a cancer-causing element. It is carcinogenic. So I know that there are people who say, well, it's shampoo, of course you're washing it out, or it's your hand soap, of course you're washing it off. But we all have like residue that's left behind, and it's going right up on your brain. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous. So
It does.
I just feel like there are alternatives. So until I know for sure that I am 100% rinsing stuff out, because my hair is really dry and stuff likes to cling in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
I don't know. I would prefer to just use something that doesn't have that.
Right, and your skin is like a sponge. So anything that you put, I mean, it's in your hair, right? Which doesn't necessarily lead right into your skin or into your blood system, but anything that's going to be touching your skin, like your skin's going to soak that up just like a sponge, and it goes into your blood system. And so, yeah, it is definitely something to think about and to make baby steps into making better choices. So it's good to be educated about that.
Yeah, so that's just sodium lauryl sulfate. There are a lot of different sulfates, and there's a lot of different, I don't know, but for some reason that's the only one that they are concerned about out of the various sulfates that you can get, and that's, I think, the sudsiest one. So your main big brands, like, I don't know, name some of the big brands, like Pantene, like, they definitely all have it.
Yeah. Anything that's going to get,
Garnier,
like,
the super, your traditional shampoos all have it. But a lot of lower end products now will say sulfate free, and they suggest that for people who color their hair that they choose sulfate free anyway. But there you have it.
Helps to maintain your color a little more for
So
sure.
that's my reasoning, and I don't know that I'm right. I don't know that the study's right. I don't know that I don't rinse it all out, but because we don't know for sure, this is how I feel. You do what you want, though. If you want to die of cancer, then you go ahead, okay?
At least we warned you.
Yeah. Don't say you didn't know.
All
I'm
right.
channeling many of my gay friends right now.
Hey, it's all good. Bring it. All right. So the next brand that I am just this huge fan of right now, it's kind of newer to me, and I'm pretty sure it's newer on the scene, but it's catching like fire, is, I believe you pronounce it Lanza?
I thought it was Lanza, no? You might be right.
It's L apostrophe type thingy. Lanza.
Lanza.
Yeah.
Lanza, Lanza, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yep, so this came in like a duo pack,
Ooh.
which is fun. And it is a cleansing cream. I also have not had a chance to try this, but I cannot wait. So when I saw cleansing cream, it kind of reminded me of that Win shampoo. That's sort of like the real conditioning.
Yeah. Can I see
Absolutely,
ingredients?
check that out.
Here I go again.
Actually, I couldn't find ingredients on it, but which
Lather-free cleansing cream.
Yeah.
Contains a revitalizing blend of natural and exotic cleansing ingredients. Leave hair exceptionally refreshed and healthy.
Yeah, and it says it refreshes and fortifies hair, lather-free alternative to traditional shampooing. So just so you know, that takes some adjusting and getting used to when you switch to a lather-free shampoo. Like for me, I shampoo my hair twice. The first time is just to kind of break up the oils and get them out, and then the second time is just to make sure that it's clean and fresh. So
with the creams you do?
With anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, since I only wash it like twice a week, I feel like I better wash it good. So it
Well, then that's
lasts.
washing it 4 times a week.
Well, that's true. You're right. So
You get
it
to
all
count
works
that.
out, and I don't have to blow dry it 4 times.
I really
so
only
that's
wash
good.
mine like every 5 days, and that's 1 time each pass.
See, oh well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's probably why it looks like crap.
No, it does not at all.
Like that's why I keep playing with it.
So yeah, I am super excited about the cleansing cream, La Anza. Super exciting.
So you said it was a 2-pack. What was the other thing that came in it?
So the 2-pack came with so La Anza is known for their keratin base, or like they add keratin to their shampoos, conditioners, styling products. This is a keratin healing oil combing cream. So it just reminds me of like someone who colors their hair quite a bit, and if you're lifting your hair, I would say 2 or more levels, this is going to be perfect for you.
Who would do that?
Right? I know.
Oh my god.
'Cause this is all natural for sure.
Wait, let me show people who can see this. I told her I wanted to do a deep side part, so she didn't touch my middle part. Let's see how dark my roots are. Can you see how black it is?
Yeah.
My natural hair color is.
But I
black.
love the dimension to that, right? It just sort of gives
I love your roots.
Actually, I kind of do. I used to work for a lady who would, when she colored her hair, it's so ombre before it's time. I just realized she had super short hair, but she would color her roots dark. And I would always think, man, girl, you are crazy. That's only going to last like a week. But anyways, so this is a combing cream. It's going to be something that after you shampoo and while your hair is still wet, you're going to put this combing cream in. And sort of like a serum, I would say probably 3 or 4 pumps into your hand, emulsify, run it through your ends especially, and especially the very ends. It's going to try to protect them from breaking off. And especially if your hair is bleached, which a lot of us have highlights, but over bleached, where it starts to feel like cotton candy. This is going to be good to sort of be a Band-Aid until you're never going to heal your hair.
Unless you cut it off.
Yeah, once it's damaged, it's going to stay damaged, but you can make it feel better with stuff like this serum. So there's that, and then La Anza healing.
She got it all.
I did. The healing oil conditioner, which I love. I have been using this. I've gone through a bottle of it. Love the smell of it. Love how it makes my hair feel. I always, with conditioner, I put it in my hair, and I'll comb through my hair.
In the shower?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With the conditioner in.
That's more effort than I put in. I'm like,
right? Really?
Oh, I mean, I put in a lot. I like let it sit, and then I'll like shave or something. Give it a few
That's
minutes.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I put it in my hair and I shave or brush my teeth or whatever.
Give it a couple minutes.
Yeah, and then rinse it out. And especially if you have naturally curly hair, this is like a huge tip that, I mean, this is how I do mine. If you want those soft, chunky curls, the only time you comb your hair is when the conditioner is in your hair. Once you rinse that out, don't comb your hair or else you're going to end up with the separated kind of more crunchy curls. So, I mean, just depending on the product you use.
What about blow drying it, though? Don't you have to kind of like... I do.
Well, yeah.
Or it's going to go, whoa.
That's true.
You have to let it air dry. Like, I can't sit around all day with wet hair. Because mine takes like forever. There's there's a crap ton of this stuff, but you can't see it.
Right.
There is a lot of hair.
And I have naturally curly hair, so there's pieces of it that are straight and pieces of it that are super curly and other pieces that are not, you know what I mean? And so, but when I wear it curly, I don't comb it outside of having conditioner on it.
Her hair always looks amazing.
Yeah.
It does.
Thank you.
Like, even if it's like day 5, I'm like, how come your hair always looks so good?
Ah.
It's true.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, and then there was another thing I wanted to talk about. Did you have any other products before I launched into my little...
that wraps it up for my new stuff.
Okay. I forgot. How are we on time? We've got enough few minutes for me to mention this. There is a new brand that many of you who watch YouTube videos probably have heard about several times. But in case you're more of a podcast listener, it's called ColourPop, ColourPop.com. ColourPop.com. You would think it's from the UK because of the spelling of color, or even Canada, but it's from LA, and they're just trying to sound exotic. Everything except for highlighters and blushes is $5, formulated there in their labs in LA. Their eyeshadows are so cool. These $5 individual pots, it's like a cream meets a pigment meets a regular powder shadow. You can apply it with your finger, and that's actually, you probably can't see much. And I was crying earlier because there was an emotional time at my volunteer thing that I did. Anyway, I have that all over my lid. I had like no time for my makeup this morning, but I did it all over my lid with no primer. Still completely intact even after a couple crying sessions.
Oh, interesting. With no primer. Okay.
No primer. And I always wear primer because I have so much discoloration on my lid, but I was like, I don't have time for this today, and kind of slathered it on my entire lid. Slather it on your finger.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Yeah. So for people who are like, I just want like one and done, ColourPop, there's a color called Girly, and it's actually in my kit now, that is the most gorgeous white gold that flashes pink.
Oh.
I love a duochrome.
Okay.
Girly. And then there's one called I Heart This, and of course anything with hearts, I'm like, I have to buy that. I'm like, oh wait, so can you see my earrings?
They're hearts.
Oh,
Look, I heart.
upside down hearts.
Joy hearts, hearts.
And I truly do. I mean, I've been a fan for a long time. So ColourPop has one called I Heart This that I also love. It's super glittery, but like really packed in a really sort of taupey everyday color. So I love it. It's like taupey understated with like these really nice chunks. I don't know. And it's so pretty. I mean, it flashes on your eyelids. Just, it's kind of like happiness in a pot. Yeah. And then the other two things that I love from them that I've tried are their lip liners, and they're called Lippy Sticks. So they do a coordinating lip liner for each lippy stick, and they're each $5. So a lippy stick in a shade will have a either exact matching pencil in, you know, the same color. It'll be called the same thing, or it'll be called the same thing, but it's slightly darker because they want that look of like a more ombre intense look. Chewy is barking. So the range of colors and the kind of exciting and new shades that they have, if you want to try a lavender lip liner, a lavender lip pencil, or a super like really like brown nude that's like much more nude kind of brown than you're used to wearing, these colors are really fashion forward. They have a lot of great bright colors, wonderful vampy dark colors, wonderful nudes, peaches, bright pinks, great reds. Oh, hello. Oh, gosh, he's a cutie.
We brought Chewy in for his cameo.
Oh, Chewy is the cutest. Oh, just so many kisses. Oh, we're going to do a dog-hosted session sometime. Oh, we'll have Chewy and Nova.
Aww,
as our little, as the faces of our brand for the day. Oh, I love babies.
They have to make their cameo like every time.
Doesn't he look like Chewbacca?
Absolutely.
So ColourPop, they usually do free shipping over either $30 or $50, but there's always like some good deal. So I did a $50 order, no shipping cost, and got 10 products.
Oh.
And it was like, it took about a week, so I was getting a little restless for it. You can pay for upgraded shipping. I still think it takes like 4 or 5 days. So you may as well wait like the 7. But, oh my gosh, like I loved everything. So I got, I think, 7 eyeshadows, 2 lippy sticks, and 2 lip liners. So I got 6 eyeshadows, 2 lipsticks, 2 liners. I decided not to get matching colors for the lip products so that I could just play around with more stuff. And now I want to place another order.
Oh, fun.
But I have to remember, and perhaps maybe you also need this mantra in your life, and usually it doesn't work for me. No amount of makeup will make me happy.
Right.
If I spend $1 million on makeup, I will still want to spend another $500 the next day. There is never enough makeup in the world to satisfy my undying quest to have every makeup piece in the world.
Yep.
And it's not because I look like Tammy Faye Baker. Don't get it twisted, because
Thank
sometimes
God.
people will hire me and they're
Lord.
like, "Oh, you're not going to make me look like her." I'm like, why would people hire me if that's what I was going to do?
It's like I was kind of thinking about it, but okay, fine.
I know. I love your lashes. What, you think it's too much? You're crazy. Girl.
Oh, I love it.
All right. So that's ColourPop, and really good, fun brand to check out. And they do collaborations. I might have written them to see about a collaboration, but the people who collab with ColourPop, they wrote me back and they were like, "Oh, this is so nice. These are the kind of emails we love, but we already have a ton of collaborations. Thank you very much."
Oh, darn.
I'm like, form letter.
Yeah.
That's okay.
They're
We're
nice.
nobodies. Don't like
now.
We realize we're nobodies. You just wait. We'll still be nobodies in a year. It's okay.
I'm so okay with
I'm
that.
very optimistic. I know that we're still going to be nobodies, but
Yeah.
we'll come to terms with it in a year.
That's right.
I mean, I'm fine with it now. This is just fun.
Right? Yes, Joy. Absolutely.
Shannon's like, who am I in business with here? You can't see I'm doing crazy.
No, I'm loving it.
Oh, well, thank you so much for watching, listening, whatever it is you're doing. Please give us reviews. Oh, Chewy just left the building. Bye, Chews. Thank you for listening. I'm going to let Shannon do this.
All right. Well, yeah, thanks for listening. We'd love to hear from you. If you have questions or comments, you will find us at me, Shannon. You'll find me at shannongoode.com, and that's good with an E at the end. Facebook and Pinterest at Shannon Goode, or Good Hair award-winning on-site hairstyling specialist. Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. I know, we cannot even say that without, it's ridiculous. I need to change that, but I probably won't.
No, I'm laughing at myself because I'm like looking in the camera, like doing like hair flips.
Oh, that's so funny.
I'm like, for those who are watching us, I'm ridiculous. And those who are listening, I'm just distracting.
You are funny. So you will also find me at Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Running Hair Girl, Google+, Shannon Goode, and
Oh, we forgot about the Columbus Agency.
the Columbus Agency,
Yeah.
for sure.
.com, and also on Facebook, which we kind of never updated. But if you wanted to find us, we're on that. My website is stateofface.com. My Facebook page is State of Face Makeup Artistry. My Pinterest, Instagram, and Twitter are Joy Hearts Hearts. And I will say, out of everything, I probably update Instagram the most. My website I actually update pretty regularly. And my business Facebook page, sometimes, I mean like once a week probably. So I do a lot of product recommendations that you might hear on here. I post from recent work that I've done, and yeah.
Awesome. So if you get a minute, just hop over to iTunes and subscribe. And also
subscribe. Like us and write reviews. That's how people can find us. And if you think it's fun, hopefully other people will think it's fun. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and hopefully you're enjoying it. And if not, you don't have to listen to us anymore. We didn't want you anyway. I'm kidding. We want you. We want you. I desperately want you. Oh my God, what am I saying? Shut up, Joy.
You are
What is going on today?
I love it.
And yes, I've had the same outfit on for the last 2 shows because we just filmed them back to back.
We do. We should change our clothes in between.
It's too late.
I'm okay with it.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.